What is going on, everyone? Leon checking in, and today we're at it again with another video. Today's video is kind of sad because we are finally seeing Google Daydream View be discontinued. Now, of course, this was called the Google Daydream View, so this was a made by Google product. Now, this hardware allowed you to take your phone and put it into the headset that you see here and then use it for virtual reality. So you did get a few things here. You obviously got the headset, then you got the remote that you see there, and then there was a removable strap here that they also said was part of the packaging. Now the packaging was kind of weird because you did have this remote here and it was rechargeable. It had a USB-C port on it, but the packaging didn't come with a USB-C cable or charging brick. My favorite thing to do with the Daydream View headset was not only play games, but also watch Netflix. And with the Google Daydream View VR headset, I was able to watch Netflix while laying down on my back in bed or on the sofa. And basically I'd be looking up at the ceiling and that's how I'd be watching Netflix. I thought it was just very comfortable, very futuristic. It was just a nice experience. Now, the Google Daydream View does work with past Google smartphones. And although you can download the Daydream View app for the Google Pixel 4 XL, the Daydream View VR app will say that the Google Pixel 4 XL is incompatible with Daydream View. So I want to keep this video pretty short, but I want to show what it was like to set this up and basically what it was like to use it. Now, unfortunately, I can't really show the VR experience. So we're just going to be putting the phone in the headset just like you normally would. I'll be strapping it onto my head and kind of explaining what it was like. And this will go into my museum of things made by Google. Okay, so here we are with the Google Daydream View VR headset. And mine is in charcoal just because I like gray, I like black, anything like that. So very clean design there. And then we also have the controller here. That's also in charcoal. And again, this had that USB-C port on it, but it didn't come with a USB-C cable or charging brick. Now, I went ahead and put Velcro on the back of my remote just because I like to mount it to different surfaces when I'm not using the headset. But this was kind of cool for storage. On the strap here, you actually had a place where you could store the remote right there, and the remote would just slide right in, and then you knew you would have it with you. You could kind of tuck it in here just like that, and it was a nice little setup. So the Google Daydream View was pretty easy to use. You had this elastic band right here with a tab, and you'd pull on that tab and that would open the door. Then you would take your compatible phone here. I have the Google Pixel 3 XL, and it actually had the OtterBox Defender Series rugged case here. So I had to take the rubber part off because with that case, I couldn't fit the phone into the Daydream View with that on. Now, the way this worked is you just put the phone on the deck here and it would just recognize it. So we're gonna try that out. And then you can see that just went into virtual reality mode. Then you'd grab the tab here and pull up on it, and then you just lock it in place. And you can see here that the phone would kind of stick out. This was the Google Pixel 3 XL, so it was the larger variant of the Pixel 3, and that was part of the whole thing here. But it still worked very good. Okay, so the question is, how did this all work once you got the phone in there? Well, of course, you couldn't really use this with a hat, so you had to take that off. And then you had the headset itself. You would adjust the straps according to the size of your head. And then you could kind of just drop this on. If you weren't using it, you kind of sit it on your forehead. Now, it was pretty heavy, also dependent on the size of your phone too. And then you'd want to grab the controller first, else you'd be kind of feeling around for it after you pulled the headset down. So you'd pull that headset down, and then you'd have the remote here, and this would serve as a pointer to select items within the virtual experience. And you could also look around here and see things around you. Now, the headset worked pretty good, although I had a bigger phone in here. Light didn't really bleed in all that much, and when it did, it just was because the phone wasn't aligned properly. and it was just very little light. So this was a very immersive experience. So that is pretty much it for this video. I just want to do a final video for the Daydream View headset, because I think a lot of people didn't know about it, but that doesn't mean it wasn't important. Virtual reality still has the potential to pick up, and this may be one of the stepping stones. And I think this was just a cool time where you could actually take your smartphone, put it in a headset, and use it for virtual reality. Now, there are standalone virtual reality units now. Actually, I will be unboxing the Oculus Quest because I'm going to have to move on now from using this to something that's going to be supported. So that's what we're going to be doing in the next video. We're going to be unboxing the Oculus Quest. So if you have any questions or comments about the Daydream View, or maybe that next video, leave them down below and I'll do my best to answer them. So if you enjoyed this video and found it useful, make sure to leave a like. If you have any questions or comments, always drop those down below and I'll do my best to answer them. Now, there are 3 ways you can support the channel. You can head on over to my Amazon storefront, and basically anything that you purchase off of there, off of any of the lists that I have created, they do go to support the channel. You can also support the channel by sharing this video with someone who might find it useful or interesting. And the last way you can support the channel is just by hitting that subscribe button. Now, when you hit the like or subscribe button, you're not just hitting like or subscribe because I tell you to do so. That is the way to actually rate the channel. So when other people who haven't seen these videos stop by, they can see that the videos have quite a few likes and there are quite a few subscribers. And that just says the channel is probably good and it's probably useful. So that is pretty much it. And until next time, Leon checking out.